Good evening all, I hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. We have got ourselves a Gran Turismo stream with a brand new update. Now, there's been quite a few updates since Gran Turismo came out, and I've not really been able to jump on them as quickly as I like. Normally I end up doing the following, week of daily races with a big gap in between, and sometimes with the physics updates as well, don't necessarily notice the changes too much. Now, we were streaming on Monday night and felt very comfortable and quick and whatever in the Veyron, and that's what we're racing in tonight. Now, I have just done a really quick lap. Well, not a quick lap as in a good time, but I just quickly ran around the track while this was loading up. And the first couple of corners I thought, I can't really see much of a difference. But oh my god, this physics update is a big change. For the better. 100% for the better. I want to do another couple of races and really kind of get my thoughts together on it. And the second half of the stream we're going to delve into all of the changes. All of the new cars, all of the track, and my thoughts on the physics update as well. I haven't read the full patch notes, but I know we got 6 new cars, a new track, physics updates. I don't know if there's a couple of other little tweaks and bits and pieces that we're seeing as well. And we'll figure all that out as we go. But the second half of the stream, I would love to, and I'm going to record it as well for a YouTube video. So in real time, all of my thoughts on the cars, the new track, which I've not really had a chance to have a look at yet, and everything else regarding the update and where Gran Turismo is. So if you're watching the stream, the YouTube video that will hopefully go up tomorrow or Sunday, you will watch me record in real time, which will be quite interesting. The tyre wear is double what it was. Seems to be more even between pad and wheel too. Interesting. The biggest difference that I'm seeing just on that first lap was that the car in places goes really light, where you would expect it to. And we've the cars felt quite, in comparison to this, the cars felt very numb on Gran Turismo. But my days, into a couple of those braking zones, it almost feels like you do feel the car locking up, going quite light, especially when braking into the corners. Another big exaggeration on that, which is amazing. So let's get into it and have a look, I say. Right, well, first race with the new physics update. This might make it into this overall video of my thoughts, because this literally will be my first thoughts as we go through this race. Tyre wear supposedly a little bit more, how do we say, a bit of a bigger impact on the tyres. Tyre degradation we're seeing drop off a bit quicker. Right, let's give it a go. So we're in the Veyron. The Veyron, by the way, which we were racing in on Monday night. The steering by default feels a tiny little bit lighter, but so much more responsive and quick to react. It feels like there's a lot more detail being fed through, and the wheel definitely snaps back to centre a bit quicker, or a bit more sort of abruptly than it otherwise used to. Now, obviously, there's no actual updates to the wheel itself. Obviously, people's hardware do not change with these patch updates, so it is all down to the data and information that is being sent to the wheel at any given time. And I do have to, genuinely, this sounds so ridiculous, I wanted to mention the wheel there. Obviously, the wheel does not change. People's hardware is exactly the same. But genuinely, I feel like I can... There's a much more distinguishable difference now between which tyre or side of the car you're feeling the feedback on. Sometimes if you put a wheel on the grass or you clipped a curb or whatever, just the whole car felt very monotone. In fact, that is the easiest way that I can describe it. Yeah, monotone. Whereas now, it feels like for the first time ever, you listen to a song in stereo. And if you're a little music nerd like me, then you'll get exactly what I mean by that. All of a sudden, you're hearing guitars, different guitar parts, on both sides of your headphones. And that's what it feels like now with the wheel, and the way that it's doing that, so it feels on these first couple of laps, is that the wheel is much quicker now to snap left or right depending on the, like as we're clipping the curbs there, the wheel will snap left or it will snap right as the wheel, as in the tyres on the car, as the wheel hits whatever you're going over. And there as well on the curb, the wheel going very light as it would do, losing grip or being over a different surface than the absolutely dead flat tarmac, and having a different how does Martin Brundle say it, rubber to ground ratio. I can't remember what he says, something like that. Right, we will absolutely, because we want to see and monitor the tyre wear. So we will pit in the middle of the race and put on a fresh set of tyres as well. See if we can really start to notice the difference. I instantly notice how much more the car slides. So much easier to destable the car here. Honestly, this is so much better. You feel so much more involved now. And having raced this very car on this very combo as well, we have a direct comparison from what we've just been experiencing on our last live stream, of which those videos you'll be able to see up on the channel as well. This is so much better. I've got to be honest though, it's actually so frustrating to have this released 2 years after the game came out. This feels like, genuinely, if the graphics on screen were a little bit different, and you told me this was a preview of Gran Turismo 8, I would believe you. I really would believe you. Oh, we've been pushed off. Ignoring track limit, we got pushed off. So it has not fixed. Oh my god, it has not fixed the penalty system then. Honestly, the wheel goes so light when you put the brakes on into a corner, and I like that. It felt like when the game, oh, here we go. It felt like when the game first got released and we went from Gran Turismo Sport to Gran Turismo 7. It felt like there was a really big emphasis on the fact you cannot turn the car, or the car will not turn or grip or perform as well in the corners under braking. Whereas Gran Turismo Sport, when you could be full on the brakes, flat on the brakes, do a 90-degree right-hander and still have not much difference, you know, in the car's grip and capability. Whereas this now feels like a right handful to drive, even just in a straight line braking. The car goes so light, and when you're used to still putting a bit of steering input in, it feels like this change again, going from Gran Turismo Sport to Gran Turismo 7, it feels like that change again. And I'm not complaining. That is absolutely a good thing. That is absolutely a good thing. We are really going to have to learn how to redrive, basically, because it is now totally different. Yeah, Viking, how we doing? No more braking and 100% and heading into a corner. Absolutely. I remember saying that on Gran Turismo 7. It's put a lot more emphasis on the fact you need to brake and then turn. And it feels like it's put that emphasis on everything again. So it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. But for the better. Absolutely for the better. Thashin, how we doing? Hope we're all well. Oh, I've gone. Yeah, you see everybody's lap times is so much slower here as well now. Everybody's lap times, I notice, is a lot slower. Fastest laps in these races were a sort of mid to high 23. And the fastest lap so far is a mid, bang in the middle, 1:24. And our lap times, we've not even got into the 24s. Yeah, could full power out of the corner while turning as well. Yeah, a lot more emphasis as well on that, as you're not able to. I think the power induced understeer is definitely a lot more accurate on this game now. That was probably before this update. The difference on that, going from sport, oh, hit the wall, going from sport to 7. Right, new set of tyres, because we want to try and feel the difference a little bit here and really give this a good go. All 1.7 seconds a lap slower on your race last night. It says a lot. I think that does say a lot about the physics and what we've previously been able to, I would maybe say, get away with. Now, I've been well off the pace, so this will be interesting to see how much we've dropped down the order now. This is just so much better. I'm so much slower, but this is so much better. Without a doubt. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can really see. I don't think that you can really see the micro adjustments that I'm really doing on the wheel mid corner, or those tiny little snaps. It's really hard to see, but if you can see the wheel there, even in a straight line, which the wheel would do anyway, but that isn't me necessarily doing that or exaggerating any of that. Questionable. We were a long way back. Ignoring track limits. I will take that, I guess. Oh, both of them have gone. That worked out alright. Oh, that's track limits, easy. Easy track limits. Look how far off the pace we are to the race leader. 33 seconds off. You can tell in this lobby who is already been on these new physics and who hasn't. This is a world of difference. It really is. When you say heavy car in real life, are you talking about the Veyron? Whoa, we got some air there. Because yeah, the Veyron is a ridiculously heavy car. Yeah, brake like you used to, and it doesn't work out anymore. That's certainly how it felt for me on the first couple of corners. This is just so much better, though. It really is so much better. Right, we're getting better now. 24.9, that's our best lap. Can feel a bit more road through the pad. That's interesting, because that's exactly what I was saying about the curbs and the grass. Almost to the wheel you can feel the difference with the way that the four wheels of the car, how each of those, when you're on the grass on this side or clipping the curb this side, how this wheel reacts and the feedback that you're getting. Incredible stuff this is. Oh, there we go. Right, now we're getting a little bit quicker. And anyone else that's in this race for the first time on this physics update will be probably feeling the same progress. A tenth or so quicker per lap now with each time that we go around, despite the tyre wear. Right, it'll be interesting to try a few of my other sort of favourite cars on this, because there'll be so many of them now that might not be my favourite car anymore. Oh, there's a clip off the grass. The feedback through the wheel there as the car's actually purely sliding sideways as well. That was a lot better, felt a lot more realistic. You actually had the wheel sort of almost juddering whereas previously the wheel would have just gone light or quite stiff to turn as the car slides side on. Right, 2 more laps. Oh, bit of sliding there again. Right, we're going to drop a few positions in this race, which was probably expected. Carlos blisteringly quick. What is new? Right, will we make up any positions back here with everyone ahead of us in the pits? Probably not by the looks of it. We might make up 1 position. I think we start at P5 and we're definitely not going to finish P5. We end up P8, so we drop down 3 positions. Definitely makes you think a bit more about what you're doing. You can't switch off as easily as you might have ended up doing in previous races. We got someone right. We got 2 guys right behind us here. Yeah, we got down to a 124 eventually. There we go then, first race on the new update. It's worked out very nicely that we've done this same daily race earlier in the week and we're coming on to this one with prior sort of experience and direct comparison. That right there is just so much better. No questions. No questions. That is way, way better. Love that. Absolutely love that. Love the main thing that I notice in terms of the difference is the lack of, probably, I would say, control under braking, which is, as I gather, realistic to these cars, because on Gran Turismo Sport and even when you go on to ACC, there's such a big difference, and the reason that us Gran Turismo lot struggle so much with ACC is because it is so much more realistic. It's more realistic overall, but it's more realistic, or the biggest difference is in those braking zones and under braking itself, and how the car essentially reacts to that weight load and gravity and forces all going to the front of the car, as well as on the way out. I, particularly, and everyone else is probably the same, when they go from Gran Turismo to ACC, especially in a rear-wheel drive car, all they do is spin out of the corners and end up doing a 180 or a 360 if they're lucky out of every corner, which was certainly me my first time on ACC. But into the braking zones is where it's particularly difficult, and that has definitely become harder and more difficult on Gran Turismo, but in a good way. That's my thoughts so far. Right, what we'll do now then is I want to have a look at the new cars, so we'll quickly do a lap around a different track each for those new cars, and then we're going to do the new track in a car that we know. So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll finish up with a few more daily races. Or another daily race. So, let's go and purchase the new cars. I can't remember what the new cars were, so I'm going to where it says new. And I assume... Why is it only giving us one Mercedes there? That's a bit weird. Adam! How are we doing? Right, so this is new, I presume, with the new update. Hang on a minute, though. Why is it only coming up with the... Ah, because it's... No? Oh, because it's AMG. So now we got Mercedes, okay. So this is a new car. So SLS McLaren... Let's give this car a go first. Right, first person to comment a track in chat, and that's the track that we're going to go for in this car. Go! What is your guess? Or what's your guess? What's your track? Go! First person to comment, that's the track that we're on. Aside from the new track, we're going to do that at the end. Because I don't know that track, so then I can't compare. So apart from Eiger Nordwand, if that's how we say it, apart from there, where else are we going to go? Right, Lago Major, fair enough. First comment, well, John's was the first comment, but we're doing that track last. So rest assured, we will absolutely get on to that. Where is Lago Major? There it is, right under the new track. Right, we'll do 2 quick laps. Let's do a not so long lap here. East. Let's do east. 2 laps. Everybody in the same car. Custom weather, random weather. I don't think we even can get rain here. 1 make. Let's go. I don't know what tyres it's going to put us on, but it'll be whatever it does put us on. Sports tyre. Sports hard. Let's go. Right, so this is the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 2009, because of course when Gran Turismo says new cars coming to the game, it does not mean actual new cars. That car's got some beans though, I will give it that. Especially on sports hard tyres. Right, let's go. Our aim is to save the embarrassment of not finishing last against the AI. Oh my word. This is the problem with these cars. They've got all the speed in the world, but not the downforce to back it up. Oh, sorry. Pardon me. Look at the range in 3rd gear there. Really good acceleration through all of 3rd gear. Reminds me, any actual Mercedes driver here would be hugely offended, but that reminds me of the old Vauxhall Vectra trick where you could pull away in 5th gear. It's definitely a... oh, I forgot we had a braking zone here. Whoa! Pardon me. Max Verstappen coming through. Thanking you. Go, 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 go. Pick a braking zone. His rear bumper. That will do. That is the perfect braking zone. Wonderful stuff. Thanking you. Tremendous driving. Thank God we're not online. Well, this will produce all of the carnage in a daily race 8. I think that's all. God, look at that. It's still wanting to snap out even in 3rd there, right at the bottom of the gear range. this car will absolutely cause some carnage in a daily race here. And that is about as much as Mercedes and McLaren set out to do 15 years ago, I'm sure. Let's create an absolute carnage producer for a daily race here on Gran Turismo. Sorry. Oh, braking zone again. Oh, he's gone for it. The AI has gone for it. The AI's done it as well. How on earth did he just do that? Fair play to you, good sir. Team orders. Oh, maybe not. Well, there we go. So that is the Mercedes. It's a nice old looking car, that, isn't it? Not too shabby. AI are more aggressive too. Is that one of the updates? I would not be surprised. SLR McLaren AMG is a missile. I would say so. Awesome. Right, that's that car done. Frost, how we doing? Anyone have any issues starting their daily races? Well, we managed the previous one fine, but we've only done one. Is that an issue you've been having since the new update? Some changes in the behaviour of the AI. I suppose if we keep ramming them off, they will learn. And they take over. Right, next car will be the... What will it be? It'll be the... I always think that that's RUF. Is it RUF or is it RIF? I don't know. Right, this is the new motor. In Grand Prix white. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, pick a colour. Pick a colour, any colour. Yellow it is. That'll do. Oh, so the game itself keeps crashing. Oh, that's no good. It is RUF. There we go. I never really heard of them, to be honest. Shows what I know. If they've not been in a Top Gear episode, I do not know. Right, somebody pick a track. First person to comment the track is the track that we're going to race on. It cannot be the new track. We're going to do that at the end. Which track are we going for this one? Spa it is. John is first in. Speaking of Spa, this weekend, who do we think? Who's our money on, if anybody at all? Right, Spa's a long lap, so we'll do this. But we'll do starting, and we'll do a grid start. I've got no idea how this car is off the line. Custom weather. We'll maybe not do the rain. Select by car category. It's not. Yeah, just do one make again. Lovely. He has taken the grid penalty because I hadn't seen that yet. I haven't caught up on the 2 practice sessions so far, so he has taken the grid penalty. Right, well then, my money is definitely on Lando. Yeah, it's still a chance he'd get on the podium. I just hope that McLaren fly. Right then, back of the grid at Spa for the RUF RGT 4.2. Go! Oh dear. Oh dear. Guess the braking zone. That was a good guess. The AI is better than I thought. Why can't I get past them? Right, they're all going to slow down here, look. Oh! Let me through. Go. Oh my god, nearly hit his bumper. I'm just braking when everyone else brakes and hoping for the best. Right, we made up another place. Go, go, go. Oh. Go. Oh, double overtake. Make that a triple in 2 corners round the outside. Oh! Alright, we might have caused a bit of carnage there. Round the outside of Puong. That would be quite the overtake. Am I being stupid, but are they just Porsches? Are they just Porsche 911s that is bought by another company and modified in some way? Is that what they are? Genuinely never heard of this manufacturer or brand, RUF. Considering we're on the sports medium tyres this time round, we were on the sports hard in the Mercedes. This thing isn't quite as quick in a straight line. It's not quite the missile of the McLaren, SLR McLaren. But it's got a great balance to it. Really, really nice car to drive that. Genuinely, in a longer... It is modded 911s, I thought. Looking at it, I was like, that is literally a Porsche, if ever I have seen one. It turns out I have seen one. That is a proper Danny Rick lunge. That will do nicely. And we have that. Yeah, I thought they were 911s. I've genuinely never heard of that brand. But that is a really nicely balanced car, that. That is lush. What we guessing there? We're saying Ricciardo and Tsunoda. What we guessing between who replaces Perez? That was a really nice car, that. I quite like that. I would not mind seeing that in a daily race. If that was in a daily race C, a long race, a daily race C somewhere, I'd be up for driving that. That would be good fun. What a delightful little motor. Right, next. Yeah, if Honda was still in charge of Red Bull, you would get the nod. Right, next. What's the next car to try? Was that car actually in the update, or is it just that I haven't opened it since the last one? There's potential that that is the case, you know. Right, new. Do we do Ferrari or Lambo? Let's do Ferrari. There it is. Is it just me, or do Ferraris kind of look all the same? I've now actually forgotten which is the new one. It's this one here. Well, this is just going to be absolutely abysmal to drive. But let's give it a go. We've got to stick with the red, obviously. Rosso Corsa. What's that, John? The guy autos spicy. PD would give you a shite tune for it, though. Right, new track. Someone else shout a track out. Or anybody shout a track out. Let's give the... I've forgotten already what Ferrari car we were in. The 430 Scuderia. Which track should we try this one on? Oh, I'm overruling. We've got to go Monza for Ferrari. John saying Sardinia, Thashin saying Speedway. Do we agree with the overruling of Monza for Ferrari, or do we not? Oh, Sardinia's in. Right, we go Monza. We go Monza. Let's go. Do we have Monza in the rain? Custom weather. Do we have rain? Any rain? No. No, of course we don't. Right, Monza kind of at night. One make. Let's go. Yeah, no rain at Monza. That is a shame. Although, I think they know turn 1 is bad enough. Yeah, the Dubai track round here would be cool. Right, here we go then. The Ferrari 430 Scuderia. We're on sports hard tyres. We're not making that braking zone. And we arrive into turn 1. Well, we arrive into turn 1 backwards. Oh. Pardon me. Thanking you. Oh. Well, there's a physics glitch, because that... that roadblock literally did just stop us dead there. I don't know if you've seen that, but it was a big drop off in the acceleration. Wow, the understeer is real. We are never getting slowed down for this corner. Maybe we are. Rubbing is racing. Go. Create the gap if it is there. That's horrific. Right, this car probably isn't best suited to Monza, I would say. But then again, neither is my driving. It's mad that a car like this, a road car like this, as we see there right now, has quicker acceleration. It would like out-drag a Group 4 Ferrari, I think. Genuinely. Which is just crazy. I think that car sort of is what it is. I've actually got absolutely nothing to say about that. Moving on. Ferrari is a Ferrari. Simple as that. Right, let's try the... what was the Lambo again? Was it the Gallardo? Monaco. Yeah, can you imagine Monaco on Gran Turismo? The quality of driving on Gran Turismo is not capable of racing at Monaco. Simple as that. It would be amazing though. Definitely. Right, over to the Lambo. Let's have a try of this. Oh, can you actually, John? That is that's pretty dangerous, I would say. Where's the new one? Oh, there it is. There, I've gone past it. Let's go bright brash yellow. This is going to be the worst car of the lot, I would probably say. I would take a guess at. Do we think? This has to be one of the worst. Right, pick a track. Pick a track, any track. First person to comment a track is the track we go for. I'm going to do a video as well. If we could design the perfect Gran Turismo 8, because it will now be in production. If we could design the perfect Gran Turismo 8, what would that look like? Tracks, cars, daily races, combos, career mode, everything. I would love to do a video on that, like designing the perfect Gran Turismo 8. Oh, look, oh, John, that's cruel. That is cruel. Laguna Seca in in the Lambo. Why you got to be? Why? Why you got to be? That's just mean. Right, let's have a think then. Let's have a think. Custom weather or preset weather. It's all. There's no rain on this either, is there? So it really doesn't matter. One make. Go. Lambos don't like curves. You don't say. Yeah. See, the problem is that the biggest cost in these games will be producing the tracks. And when you actually look at how many games or copies of the game that Gran Turismo sold, I think it was only around about 100,000. If I remember rightly, I'm sure it was only 100,000, or maybe it was 1.2 million. The big difference there. But when I remember seeing the number and thinking that is remarkably low. So there's not actually that much revenue that they're playing with in terms of the game itself, especially being limited to just PlayStation and Sony. But let's go though in the Lambo. All the wheel spin. Whoa! What are we doing? Gents, come on. What's going on? Right, we're on the sports hard tyres. At least it's not comfort tyres. Right, honestly, I just put my foot down there, and regardless of what way you put the steering wheel, the car will not go that way. So the understeer in this thing, when you're trying to get your foot down on the power, very apparent. Right, we're P, what are we there? P10. Oh, I've gone too far. I've gone too far. I'm in the gravel. I'm in the gravel. Go. Right, we're at the back again. Go. Oh! Hurry it up, pal. Come on. Oh, God. Look at that. Even the AI's getting sideways in the braking zone there. This is the most awful driving from me, but we're getting away with it, of course. Let's try and drive sensibly now. I think if this was on actual racing tyres, there's a chance that it might actually grip in the corners with a bit of power. The AI didn't half catch me out there. Right, coming back through. I didn't realise this was a last to first to last to first to last to first challenge. Not that we ever actually got to first. Oh my God. It's almost actually deceiving when you're on the sports tyres and you're so used to driving on the racing tyres and the Group 4s and Group 3s, you forget just how bad or how little you can rely on the car to slow down when you want it to. Overall though, I do quite like this car. Its acceleration is awesome. I think regardless of what tyre you are on, its performance, its acceleration... Start that again. Its performance of acceleration will always outweigh its performance of corners. As we see. Go! Oh, still one more lap. I forgot to put 3. Go. Are these mid-engined or rear-engined? I don't know if this is mid-engine or rear-engine, but the lift-off oversteer as well really, really unsettles the car when you put the brakes on in a straight line. Now, I haven't driven this car before the update. That might be... Oh! I would love to know how these cars would have driven before the update, but it does feel very, dare I say it, realistic, not having ever driven a Lamborghini Gallardo LP56-4 2008. Just using engine braking to get slowed down. It's that there. You've not even got any power going through the car. We just trying to turn into a corner, and all we get is wheel spin and sliding. Go! Go! Bosh! There we go. Not too bad. A Lambo's a Lambo. Brash and stupid. Not too bad. Overall, would recommend. Right, next one. We're rattling through these cars now. The next car is, I think we're over to Asia side now, aren't we? Yes, we are. Right, is this a, what was this again? I thought it was a VGT car. That is nice. That is a nice looking car, that. Oh. Credit where credit's due. That is a nice looking car. This is a V12. Or the Lambo. Is this a V12? The others are in used and legends. Fair enough. Should we do the VGT car last? And have a look at used and legends? Used cars. What were the other cars? Does anyone recall or remember? 430 Scuderia, well, we've just done that. And the Lambo we've just done. So is the BMW one of the new ones? We've just done the Lambo. Let's see if we can find Gran Turismo 1.49 cars list. Pa, 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 pa. I want this load. Come on. Why is my phone being so crap? The top 3 on you. Right, we tried the BMW purchase. Let's get into this. I mean, this is just going to be awful. No two ways about it. Right, what track should we go on? Someone pick a track for the BMW. for the M3. Super Speedway. Which one's that again? Which one are you meaning? Oh, you mean High Speedway. High Speed Ring? Thashin, is that the one you mean? I presume you mean this one. 2 laps. Grid start. Oh, this actually would be good if we could do custom weather. Oh, but it only lets you do one. Why does it do that then? I want it to be like almost, yeah, light drizzle. Warm rain, light rain, cloudy with rain, light rain. And let's see if we can drive it in the wet. Got advertising on the way in. It's got to be done. Oh, we're on comfort soft and we're trying to do this in the rain. Well, this is just not going to end well, is it? Second gear for launch. How likely are we to bin it? Yeah, I remember you saying this was your favourite track, Thashin. Well, hopefully we can manage 2 laps in the rain. We're going to slipstream our way past here. Oh no, we're not. Oh no, we're not. We're understeering. Oh no. Oh, the AIs took us off. Ah! Right, go. We moved across on the AI there. It wasn't the AI's fault. Right, we've got a second lap to try it all again. We're almost off the track here. Right the way around the outside. Carry so much more speed this way. There we go. Oh! Yeah, that was a bit silly from my part. I tried to snake through them all there. Go! We have a 6th gear, but we're never going to get to use that. We just flew past them all. Alright, let's try and be realistic here. No, 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 don't hit the wall. Oh! Well, we just hold on to that one. I actually thought I was going straight into the wall there. Ah, that must be... Is that an update for track limits? That might have been in a previous update there, but the green patch on the right hand side there up against the barrier, I've not seen that before. I wonder if that's an update from this update. Woo! To stop you defend. Ah, oh, missed him. To stop you wall riding. I think that's what that's all about. So that is fair enough. Cannot argue with that one. Have they done the same here? Oh. No. Must not be the same advantage to wall ride that far up. Can we beat him to the line? Can we beat him to the line? 6 tenths, 5 tenths, 4 tenths, 3 tenths, 2 tenths, 1 tenth. Oh, we just missed out. I quite like that BMW, to be fair. I've never really driven much of those sort of 90s, early 2000s performance saloon type cars on Gran Turismo. And very little of BMWs, just full stop. So I can't really compare much there. But overall, again, I think if that was in a daily race C, you would be able to produce some good racing with that, providing everyone wasn't an idiot. And we did have that, actually. I'm sure we had it was like a 2003, something like that, early 2000s, M3, M4, and that was on Daily Race C, and it was Trial Mountain, and it was a really, really good race. So that car, I think, could produce some good racing. Right, now the last one of all was the Vision GT. The Genesis VGT. So let's have a little look at that. Getting better at racing at super speedway. It's not easy in the rain when we got proper dailies on there. It's always good fun, that though. Right, this is the one that I've actually been looking forward to trying. I've been looking forward to trying this one out. So let's give it a go. Somebody pick us a track. Now it's got their TC plus SC. What is S? Obviously traction control. What's SC? Anyone know what SC is? Yeah, Le Mans is a great shout, a great suggestion for this one. Let's do that. Le Mans. We'll do 2 laps of Le Mans in this. Everybody in the same car. Europe. Oh, love it. Let's go. Full course. Oh no, let's do 2 laps. Grid start. Let's do everything here properly. Tyre wear. Let's do times 10 tyre wear. That's a bit brutal, that is. Alright, times 10 fuel. Custom weather. Let's have a little bit of rain in there, or a bit of something. I tell you what. Yeah, thick cloud with rain. So we're going to be going from a wet track to a dry track, and let's just see how we get on. Right, let's go. Let's give this a go then. We're going to do a proper look at the performance of the new tyres as well. So we're going to jump into that, James, and have a proper look. So Thashan has suggested that we race at Le Mans. This is actually all going to go wrong, because we're actually totally in the rain and we're never going to move. I'm not touching that. Literally, you can't see, but my feet are off the pedals. That got stuck there. That was a weird glitch. Let's start that. That was a really weird glitch. It just stuck it on full throttle, and I wasn't touching the pedal at all. But either way, that's definitely too heavy rain. Let's dial that back a little bit. Thick cloud with rain. Oh, I didn't think I'd done that bad. Let's say light rain. There we go. Right, let's try that again. Yeah, too much. There we go. Right, that's a bit better. Right, let's see what this launch is like again. Oh! Oh my! Warp speed. Jeez, you notice that when the battery kicks in. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's a tremendous rear view mirror. That makes you feel sick. How on earth can you concentrate when your rear view mirror is a plasma screen right across your dashboard. Oh my god, stop driving like a wally. There is no way. That acceleration just... That is insane. Look at that! We've just gone from 100 to 150 in no time at all. Oh my god, no, the car, you can't drive with that. That is an unbearable amount of power. You cannot produce tyres that are capable of putting up with that. Oh, straight into the back of him there. Good. Very well. And unfortunately for Gran Turismo, you cannot produce reaction times that can even manage that. Right, let's keep going. Jonathan, how we doing? I don't know if I said hello before. I'm sure I did. Just in case. Right. There is a chicane here, and I do not know what's about to happen. Oh my god, the brakes on this thing. Jeez. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I so want to drive this in VR. Right, well, at least the brakes are better in this than the Lamborghini Gallardo. Jesus. I'm trying to find out where when it hits the limiter, it's at the very edge of the gear very quickly. I'm just trying to find out sort of whereabouts in the gear range it actually deploys the battery, where it relies purely on the engine. God, that's third gear. That is oh, that was... I was just going to say, I was like, that's fourth gear and it's still wheel spun sideways. It was still wheel spinning, but that was also the AI wiping us out. Look at that, it's not actually using any of the battery through that. How is it deploying so much power there? I have no idea. As we see, the car is absolutely smashed to pieces now. Oh my god, it will not turn. Right, this isn't the best test of this car. I assume there it was not turning because it's damaged. But I would not be surprised if it just was not turning because of the sheer speed. Oh, why is there a big traffic jam there? It was not turning because of the sheer speed that we were driving. Ignore the yellow flag. Well, I guess we did, but... Right, I may have just found... Whoa! What are they doing? Oh, they're all slowing down because of the yellow flag. They're all slowing down because of the yellow flag. Now, we're going to get a lot of big penalty there, but I'm not that bothered. Right, they're all going into the pits as well. Oh, they were on the inters. They were on the... into the wall. They were on the intermediate tyres. Luckily for us, well, we've only got the mediums, but luckily it's the mediums we're going on too. That's fortunate. Oh, you mean it when you say the tyres, John? You mean just the change that they've made to the tyres, the update to the tyres are not good? That is a stunning looking car though, isn't it? That looks tremendous. That's a very low, slow refuel as well. Large amounts of damage. Because I am an idiot. Go! I've got 25 seconds to try and find here if we want to win this race. No way. No way. You just can't put the power down in this thing. You cannot put the power down. It's got too much power. And it also doesn't have the downforce to back it up. So you've got to be really cautious through a lot of these corners. And drive at almost half the speed that you would assume is possible for a car that drives this quick. Beautiful car, to be fair. It absolutely is. That is a really, really nice looking car. So it actually looks like it's 5th gear that it uses that battery and gets that absolute boost from like 110, 20, 30 miles an hour all the way up to 200. It looks like it's actually only 5th gear that it deploys that battery, which must be, if you like, its sprint gear. So if you watch, look at that, we're putting it, oh there it is there, 4th gear as well. Yeah, good stuff, there we go, bit of battery usage in 4th, or it must have a certain speed range where it sort of favours to deploy the battery. I don't know. Look at that, that is bonkers. It doesn't look that quick because all the other cars were driving against the same cars. But if you put this against a couple of Group 1s, that would fly past them, or past some of them. Yeah, to be fair, only got proper traction in 5th. Very good point. Very good point. Yeah, I never even considered that actually. If we look here though, you hear a sort of it. I don't know if you pick it up in the video, but you hear a kind of like high whine in the headphones, which suggested to me, well, you can see when the battery's being used down at the bottom there, but it's like when almost it just gets a second wind of power to sort of say, are we going for it? You go, yeah. And it goes, no worries, there's a bit of power. And then it goes, are we really going for it? And you go, yeah. And it goes, no worries, I will send you to the moon. Just let me know if you want to come back as well. We've got the power to do that. That is an absolute rocket ship. Shame about this guy. Wow. Wow. Has to be gripping the road. Well, I mean, I'd try that on the soft tyres, I'd be tempted to. That is an awesome car, that is. Look at that from the inside. Look at that for a rear view mirror. It makes you feel sick. That makes me feel ill. I'm looking at two things travelling in the opposite direction. I don't like that. Oh no. You couldn't drive like that. You couldn't drive like that on the roads. You'd be... You'd spend more time watching behind you than you would doing looking anywhere else. Look at that, we're trying to avoid so much carnage there. Wow. Yeah, so the new Subaru Rally, we're going to give that a go. And the time trial for that this week is on the new track. So should we do both at the same time? And time trial at the new track? Yeah, the Tomahawk's just not even... That's just ridiculous, that thing. Unbelievable. Right, let's give this a go. The iconic Scooby. Oh, it has a rear view like that. Oh, it might. I can't remember actually off the top of my head. I just remember it drives like an absolute crazy thing. Right, let's give this a go then. This is the new track, which looks, we have to say, oh my, look at that. Oh, what a view. Looks tremendous. And we get a bit of a jump there. Oh god, go. Oh, straight into another left-hander. Whoa. Right, that is going to be a nightmare on the dailies. Oh, the understeer. There's a lot of understeer there. I'm going way too quick. Lovely looking bridge. I'm assuming, yes it is. I had to look at the map there. I'm assuming this is another 180 corner. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Go! Judging by this left-hander. Now we can see that there's another bit of track here that is not on this track. So coming... Oh, understeer in the corner. So coming through that tunnel is obviously another variation of this track that we can do. Oh my god. Have we already done a lap? Oh no, here we go. There we go, we have done a lap. Oh, that's a really short track. That. Oh god, look at that. That jump there. You definitely get airborne. This is a really, really short track. I don't know if I'm a fan of it or not. That is going to be really difficult in the dailies, depending on the cars and stuff that we're running up for the combo. What do we think of the track overall though? It looks absolutely tremendous. It really, really does look amazing. I'm not sure what I think of it as a track. A little bit too tricky in terms of overtaking, I would say. Not massive, harsh braking zones that we can really try to make the most of. There we go. We just hit that corner with a little bit less speed this time. Hopefully in a few laps time we might miss it. Go! Oh! Right, I think I'm used to the track, sort of. Can we still do the power balance on this? No. I wanted to try and move the power forward so we had more front wheel drive than we do rear, or 50-50, because it feels like the rear is... It feels like it's favouring the rear at the moment. Definitely more torque and power coming from the rear wheels. Right, braking, or not braking, but just lifting, that'll do. Right, here we go then. This will be a first proper flying lap now that we haven't binned it into the wall on the way around. Let's go all the way wide here. Go. Whoa! Big snap of oversteer. Oh! Well, that certainly makes that corner a lot more fun, doesn't it? That is the fun way to do it, not the quick way. God. Oh, you need to be so patient and skillful on this track. It does not suit me at all. It does not suit me at all. See if we can do this. Just lifting. Slight downshift. Yes, keep that going. Go, go, go. Oh my God. This track is mega. I'll be honest with you. I very much doubt it's going to produce... Oh, we just clipped the barrier there. That was going to be our lap time there. I very much doubt it's going to produce fantastic daily racing. I would love to think that I could be wrong on that, and hopefully I am, because I presume that this will be next week's Daily Race C. I'd be amazed if it isn't. But this is a real struggle of a track. You've got to be so patient, and you're always thinking about the next corner. It's almost whatever corner you're on, the next one is always more important. That's the only way I can really describe it. You're thinking, right, how do I really make the most of this corner? But then you think, actually, if I sacrifice too much here, I'm not getting the better entry into the following corner. Alright, go. Let's try again. You're always surprised there, I think, how quickly the car does stop, given it's an uphill corner. Right, will this lap go ahead? Yes, go. Ooh! Definitely lost time there. Yeah, lost 3/10. Go! Right, come on. This is going to be the one where we cross the line. Go. Right, a 1:06. There we go. That's our lap time. 6 laps of that track and we get down to a 1:06. The first clean lap of the lot as well, by the way. Or the first legal lap. So it definitely will be a daily next week. I like that track. I just do not know how well it will be a daily race kind of track. I don't think it lends itself to good racing, or at least not the standard that we typically see on Gran Turismo. But as a track and as a car, fantastic stuff. That was really good fun. That was good fun. Well, there we go. That is Gran Turismo 1.49 in a nutshell. I think the new track is great. I don't think it's a good racing track, but as a time trial challenge track, I think it's good. The new cars are, let's be fair, we always want to see more Group 3, Group 4 race cars. There's not that many out there. I'm trying to think off the top of my head of which GT3 and 4 cars we probably don't have on this game. There's not actually that many, but we're always hoping for another one, or at least a 2022, 3, 4. There's a lot of those cars that we're still driving from 2016, 10-year-old cars, and I think there has been new iterations of those that those manufacturers have brought out and are putting forward into different championships of that category. I think that the physics update is probably the biggest change that we've seen altogether, which is just the biggest and best difference that has been made to this game since it launched, since it started. That is a really, really big difference. For For a game that was starting to get quite stale, we've been wanting more tracks, we've been wanting more cars, we've been wanting bigger changes in terms of the content on the game. But actually, I think if you haven't been on this yet, you'll be very surprised at the difference and the extra liveliness that that update brings in terms of what it puts into the cars and feeds into the wheel, especially if you are on a wheel. I think that the communication between the game and to the wheel is so good that you have to question, if they've had that in the bag, why have they not done that 2 years ago? But I guess it was worth the wait, or the difference now feels more significant than it may have been if that was from the game, in the game from the very start, if that makes sense. I think ultimately we do want, absolutely, as James says, more real tracks. That's the biggest thing that we always feel we're missing out on Gran Turismo, is a lack of real tracks. But we do have to appreciate the time that it takes for them to do that, the money that it takes for them to do that, but we probably don't appreciate the accuracy of the tracks that are in there now. I remember seeing a screenshot of even just the graffiti across the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife track, and it is remarkably accurate. The degree of which that of effort that they put in to get those details is tremendous. But we've not really seen any new real world tracks. I'm just trying to think. We've got Road Atlanta, which is a new one, which is an amazing track. I'm talking from Gran Turismo Sport to 7 here, by the way. We had Watkins Glen, and I think they've been the only two real tracks that have been added in the past, whatever that is, 4 years, 5 years. John saying there, we want all F1 tracks. That would be amazing. British touring car tracks. I would love to see another of all of the British tracks to put in. I'm surprised that they went with Brands Hatch, but it's still an amazing track. I would love to see Silverstone in there. Part of me would actually love to see Donington Park in there as well. I would love to see Donington. But that's just me. But that's just me wanting that track because I love that track. I'm trying to think of more sort of worldwide tracks. Even if you went along the F1 calendar, there's a few that would be amazing. That when you think like really iconic track, not just because they're F1, but when you look at really iconic tracks that you think, why doesn't this game have? John saying Zolder, yeah. To be fair, I'd never even really known that track until I went on ACC. You do wonder why Imola isn't on there. John, literally, as I said that, your comment popped up. Imola, absolutely. That would be amazing. I would love to see that. There's a couple of big tracks that you think, why isn't that there? Why isn't that there? But overall, this new update, for what it brings to the game, I think it's definitely put a little bit of life back into a game that was otherwise very, very stale and dull. And the cars and the steering input, compared to how it is now, if you look back and you go, how was I actually driving those cars as they were? They were so lifeless is probably the word that I would use. This is without doubt so much better. So a really, really big positive update to the game. I saw a few instances where I think the update had gone wrong, or some things in the physics had actually been broken or could be broken quite easily, but they'll come out with a couple of more patch updates to fix those, and overall this is definitely in the right direction, I would say. So overall, thoughts are extremely, extremely positive. This has been a bit of a deep dive into the whole physics cars launch and sorry, start that again. It's been a deep dive into the physics, cars, and the new track. The main things that we've wanted to have a look at. And that first hour that we've took to go through that, or hour and a half, we will put down into a video that will go up on YouTube. So if anyone has any final thoughts that they would like to get in while we're on live chat or live stream now, drop them in chat. And we'll discuss them for the YouTube video. Buenos Aires, Portimao. Yeah, Portimao. I would love that track. Would love that track. Yeah, people having to relearn how to drive. That for me is a really, really good point, actually, and we'll talk about that, because everybody's pace in the daily races was 1 second off the pace on the road at Atlanta, and that shows you how big an impact the physics has had. And if somebody's slower on a game, generally it means that the physics is more realistic, because we are lapping on those tracks probably quicker than a car in real life actually could. For most of the tracks, Nürburgring, Nordschleife, probably especially, I would say, if you nail the perfect lap in Gran Turismo's eyes, you are absolutely, you know, crossing the line of physics limits a lot of the time in terms of what you are doing around that track, and there's a few tracks that are like that. So the fact that people have to relearn how to drive, that for me is a good thing. The fact that people are slower now shows that the update is more realistic to the real world, which is a good thing. Everything like that is a good thing. The fact that I struggled in the same areas that I do when I go to ACC, we know ACCs are much more realistic and probably is classed as a sim, a proper sim, even though Gran Turismo is called the real world or the best simulator, whatever their tagline is. But the fact that we now struggle in similar areas to what we do on ACC shows that Gran Turismo probably has maybe paid attention to them and where they prioritise their physics and realism and struggles with driving the car. And Gran Turismo's maybe followed suit a little bit with that, which is interesting as well. So, yeah, let's jump on to... Oh, we'll not get a daily race C. So we will do something else, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, the fact that Gran Turismo has moved over to obviously not copy ACC, but as I say, the fact that we are struggling in those same places shows that it's maybe prioritising and rectifying certain physics that was perhaps lacking on Gran Turismo previously. So that's my thoughts overall. Hugely positive. Hopefully this means good and exciting things for Gran Turismo 8 as well. We're long off Gran Turismo 8. Obviously, you know, there were 7 years between Sport and 7 came out in 2022, so we might not see a Gran Turismo 8 until perhaps the new PlayStation 6 comes out, whenever that may be. But if they can keep improving the game with an update like we have just had, and they can do that regularly enough, even with new cars and tracks, I think we're on to a winner. So that's my thoughts overall. Very positive. Let me know what you all think. No worries, Sashin. Catch you later. Catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm happy with that update overall, though. I really am. We'll do Spa Group 3. Shall we? Or should we do Daily Race 8? Or should we just call it a night? What should we do? We'll break the chocolate out, I know that much. Right, race A it is, John. Let's go. Trying to get my annoying child to sleep, trying to get the chocolate out. Maybe he's not going to sleep because he knows there'll be chocolate kicking about when he's gone to bed. Something like that. He's not silly. He knows what he's missing out on. Pick up my new car tomorrow as well. That's the one thing that annoys me. The new Honda Civic is still not on this game. That's the new car I'm getting, in case the hint, in case that link wasn't clear enough. We still don't have the new Honda Civic on this game, I don't think. Why? Why are we still driving in the 2016 version? I wouldn't mind a road car if it was the Honda Civic. For some reason, I can't really explain why, but the Honda Civic is one of my... The new shape that they have now is one of my favourite looking cars. Even though I know that the back end of that car is rank. Is that your thoughts on the Honda Civic, James? Civic looks like a chav's car. Depends. It depends which Civic. So, if you mean the old Civic, the horrible looking Civic, which is the 2016 body shape, and the Type R versions of that, that looks like an absolute, as James May would put it, yobbo's car. Don't like any of them. Oh well. So when I first got my job at Virtue, that was the car that I so desperately wanted when I passed my probation, was the new Honda Civic, because it had just literally, my first day was March the 1st, which is the new car reg days, and that car had just gone on the market, and I was so desperate for a Honda Civic. And the funny thing is that when because we used to do like a lot of the marketing for the cars and all that sort of stuff, so I phoned up one of the guys at the Honda site and was like, right, look, give me the car for a couple of days, the new Civic, so that I can... I was like, I don't need the Type R version, although I would have loved that. But I was like, give me the new Honda Civic so that I can shoot some videos and content and whatever and photos and stuff like that for the marketing. And can I have it for like a couple of days? And they were like, yeah, no problem. Come pick it up. Here's the keys. Away you go. I was like, right, mint. So we took it to a few like locations and stuff up here. Got a few photos and little bits and pieces and all that sort of thing. All well and good. And then on the way back from one of those locations, Layla's seatbelt she was struggling to put her seatbelt in, and as I was driving and pulling away, I like looked over for a little bit too long, like trying to go like, what's the matter with your seatbelt? What do you mean it's not working? And as I looked over, and then I just drove straight into a curb. Now, it was the most horrific noise I've ever heard a car make, because you sort of like, you had the initial thud, which was the tyres hitting the curb, and then the car just sort of straightening up, and just grinding right the way along the curb. Literally, there was not an inch of those unbelievably nice, on the particular car that I had, model that I had, unbelievably nice 21-inch alloy wheels or 20-inch alloy wheels. It looked the absolute business, this car. And then I just went and drove it along a curb for about 200 yards. And I was like, I do not believe this. And I dreaded taking it in the next day and saying, I'm really sorry, but I hit a curb. And they were like, you hit one curb? I was like, yeah, but I drove along it for quite a while. It looked horrific. My first car was a Citroen C3, but it wasn't a particularly good or nice Citroen C3. It was a Citroen C3 XTR. Looks decent, drives amazing. Unless you mean the new, do you mean like new Citroens, are you talking? Should have bought an S3. Well, here's another one for you, because then I was looking at the Seat Leon FR, for what it's worth. So it wasn't the Cupra, it wasn't the S3 equivalent, but it was the FR, you know. Really, really nice car, and I was looking at, obviously not to buy new, still talking like second hand here, but that was the car that I was looking at, because underneath the Seats is literally everything has an Audi badge on it. It is literally an Audi. The interior, the spec, everything on the inside, it feels like you're sat in an Audi. So that was what I was looking at, and then I ended up still going for the Honda. I spotted a Honda Civic, and I was like, actually, 20-year-old me would have loved that, so why not get it? I tell you what though, the plus side is, I purposely looked for a car. How sad's this, right? So I purposely looked for a car that was, I did start to look at maybe it's a hybrid car or something like that, and then I remembered, if you get an automatic car, but you get a semi-automatic car, flappy paddle gearbox, and my new Civic has the flappy paddles, so it's automatic, but we got the paddles, we got the paddle shift, so I'm looking forward to that. I don't know how I'll feel about driving an automatic. I don't think I'll enjoy it at all. Citroen CX when I was young. What do you mean see it's French for a start? See it's Spanish for a start, so you got that wrong. I'll not have anybody slagging off Seat. Right, come on then. Let's give this one a go. I should have practiced some launches here, shouldn't I? Someone's already got a false start. Oh, we've got a false start as well now. Fantastic. I was too busy reacting to him. Never mind. We're at the back of the grid, but I'm sure with a bit of carnage at turn 1, which we can fully expect all the time, I very much doubt that will make too much difference to our race. Go. Right, we get a little switchback undercut type situation there in the hairpin. Someone with a half-second penalty. Me not getting a particularly great launch there since I was still in third gear, but not to worry. Keep going. Don't give up. Jesus. What's all that about? I didn't realise that pressing the brakes also made the wheels turn left. Go! Yep, we'll have that. Ha! Yes! I tell you what, these are good fun little race cars, these. Alright, he's going to have the inside now, though. Oh, no, he's not. He's backed out. He's going to go again. Is he going to push us off? No. Good man. Good fun racing, buddy. Keep it going. Come on. Right, someone with a penalty. Flying Kiwi with a penalty. Oh, don't talk to me about Range Rovers. Not a fan of Range Rovers. I think, James, you've got a Range Rover, haven't you? That's not why I'm not a fan, but I was not a fan of them long before. Oh, someone just nearly hit us there. Luckily they didn't. Alright, we've still got a few laps left. We can make up a couple more positions here, I think. Range Rover Sport and the Vogue. Well, I hate both of them equally as much. So, my Honda Civic wouldn't stand much of a way in terms of a fight with your cars, I'm sure, but I'm sticking with the Civic. I don't think you could pay me to drive a Range Rover. Unless that payment also included the repair bills for the weekly trips required to the garage on top of. Speaking of trips to the garage, we're going to need one after this chap in front of us just yeeted us across that hairpin. And he serves a penalty. Track limits, I presume. Why does the car go so light there and have such an issue in that corner under the braking? Oh! Flying Kiwi has just gone flying into the... What flag's that again? Why am I so crap with flags? I want to say Sweden. Is that right? That's not right. Sweden's blue. Blue and yellow, isn't it? What's that one? What's that flag again? Why am I having a nightmare of remembering that? Right, come on. 2 laps left. Finland, 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 Finland. Of course, of course, of course. What a wally. It's annoying because we can see the podium here. We've just got no chance of getting onto it, I think. Although you never know. The chap who is from Sweden, with the correct colours that I remember, is looking like he is absolutely going to go for a dive. He's got a half-second penalty, so his best bet of getting on a podium is wiping out P3, which gives him a fighting chance of holding on. But he's going to have to do it in this next corner, and I get the feeling he's going to, if I'm honest. Oh no, fair enough, he doesn't. Fair play. Right, we're fighting for P5 now, basically. Come on! I'm now off the track. Almost into the pit lane. I've never done a pit stop at Tsukuba. We nearly did there. Let's go. He's gone deep. He's gone deep. He's gone deep. Go, 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 go. He's kept it. He's kept it. That's the biggest V-cut of a corner I've ever seen. we're obviously going to go for it. Yeah, that was bad. Bad form from us. Bad form from us. We give him that one back. Although if he bins it here, then it's definitely our position. I'll stop. I'll let him go. I'll let him have it. I'll let him have it. Whew. Yeah, I remember you saying the 405 was a nice car, John. Yeah, underestimated. Bob, how are we doing? Hope we are all good. Right. A little bit more lapping then in this. Let's give it a go. So we'll have enough time here to get whatever we'll get in. 6 laps. We'll have enough time to get in 6 laps. Get your guesses in. What will our best quali time be? I don't know if we'll beat that 123.8. I don't think we'll beat that at all with this new update. I think we're going to be slower than we are, regardless of how much we manage to improve over the next 9 laps or 6 laps. $24 treble 6. What do you reckon? Stick in this, or should we do the Johnson? Should we try the Jag? Yeah, we just missed database B. We probably should have done that. Has a hole in the armpit. Oh, mate, what have you been doing to get that? I hope you're not expecting to return for a refund. Refund free. Oh, man, that's no good. What do we think? Were you saying try the Jag for this track, John? German Kiwi, how are we doing? Was that you in the last race there, Flying Kiwi? Was that you? I'm sure it was. Yeah, whoever wins karting can have a free t-shirt. I bet I win karting then, in that case. Right. Are we sticking in this car for... Oh, don't worry about it, Kiwi. It's all good. All good, all good. Do not worry. Nailed turn 1. Fighting talk. Love it. What do we think on this race? Should we stick in the Veyron or should we change cars? I'm happy to go with whatever people think or want to see. Yeah, chat limits that one. Right, we've only just got down to the 25. Right, James and John both saying the Jag. Let's go. Group 4 Jag. Now, you have done a livery for this, John. Please do forgive me if... Have we got time to put it on? James always suggests the Mustang. Right, let me get sorted here. So, we'll try and put the Jag and we'll get the livery on for the Jag. Because John's done us a new livery. You done a new livery for the Jag, John, wasn't it? Because I saw it earlier today. I'm not making it up before I go in and lose a bit of time here, I'm sure. Yes. Yes. Tremendous. New Jag livery. I thought I saw it. Absolutely. There we go. I knew I had done. Right. Jag livery. This will be the last race of the stream then, so hopefully it's a good one. We should be laughing with this now that we're in our new livery. You might drive awfully, but at least we will look tremendous. In keeping with the Tiger motorsport team. I was going to say for the British Heart Foundation Racing, but we've... what's the word? Cancelled? Postponed? Put an end to, but replacing it with something else. The Super Formula Championship. Which by all accounts... I was doing very well in for the one race of the first 3 that I managed to attend. It was all going really well. Right. Quick bit of maintenance. What takes ages on PS4, John? The livery stuff, or... Do you mean like to do all of this? Does it take a while to load up? Never know, Mustang could be epic now. Yeah, it could be. Oh, sorry, James. I thought it was John that said it takes ages on PS4. It was you saying, "Oh, livery. What, to put them on the car?" Or because we used to have every time we tried putting a livery on, the game itself used to crash all the time. It's just like one of those stupid Gran Turismo glitches that just used to do everyone's heads in. To load, etc. Yeah, longer on PS4. Do you remember when we used to we like missed so many races on a stream, constantly trying to like sort the cars out beforehand, and it would just keep crashing. Right, we're only going to get 1 lap of practice then. We best make this a damn good lap. Well, the Jag definitely feels in the braking there a lot more stable than the Veyron. The Jag almost feels like it hasn't had the update. This is like going back to driving on Monday night before the update, genuinely. So there's obviously a bigger difference, or the difference that's been made to the Veyron with the new update is bigger or more significant to what's the difference is made to the Jag. Gotten 25 seconds here after the update. What was your lap time before, Viking? What were you? Whereabouts were you on before? Were you down into the like 44s, 43s? Yeah, the Jag probably feels better than the yeah, probably feels better than the Veyron, I would say. It feels like I would be quicker in that. But as I say, the Veyron was a lot more sensitive and reactive to the update, I would say, overall. Don't crash. Come on. Well, this isn't looking very good, is it? We'll hang fire for a couple of minutes, but this doesn't look too fantastic. Not looking great. Yeah, I don't know why we're having it. Yeah, because GT7's crap. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, I think, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to... Oh, we'll try daily race. We'll try quitting out of this, and then we'll try daily race B. I think just the... It might be server, but we've had lots of issues like that with the game crashing on the way in to races, and yeah, it's hard to work it out. Normally when you're in the lobby, and then if you have any issues, that tends to be server, but we didn't even make it into the lobby at that point. Just the game itself decided to give up. Right, let's try daily race B. After all that. Right, what car should we try this in then? I probably will just go with whatever's top. Of course it is the Supra. Of course it is the Supra. Supra it is. Oh, hang on. Was that the same car? Yeah. We are miles off. Probably, definitely a penalty. Right, predictions in. What will our fastest lap be? Our fastest lap will be our second lap. Right, we need our lap time to be under 2 minutes 30. Oh, you Wally! Go! Pick up the throttle gently, absolutely. Don't know what went on there. Right, we're sticking 5th here. Right, I feel this one I'm going to be well off the pace. Right, what will our next lap be? Because that's going to be our slightly quicker lap. Easy on the throttle here. Easy, easy, easy. Go, go, go. Right. 2:19. Three tenths up. 3.5. Oh, there's a moth. Get away! Get out the way. Piss off. Whew. Don't run wide. Oh, look at all that time we lost. We lost 3 tenths there. Wow. All that time. That's crazy. Look at that. We were 6-7 tenths up on that one. And yet we've lost it all on the final 2 sectors. We'll claw back a couple of tenths here at best. horrible tyre. That is very true. Kiwi, I did not notice that, but that is a glitch that we need to have a look at. On the new track, you can enter the car park opposite the pit entrance. If the race has gone bad, you can rage park and enjoy the view. That is tremendous. We have to have a look at that. That's funny. Oh, why are we in a lobby with a bunch of A+ drivers? Why? Yeah, carnage into turn 1. Hopefully it's alright with a bunch of A+. It'll be us that's causing the carnage in that case, but... Right then, let's go. 5 laps. P14 in the Supra at the back at Spa. What can possibly go wrong? Still, we have the same issue at Spa in that the race leader starts approximately 10 seconds ahead of us. What chance have we ever really got of having a good close race? The next position is still 6/10 away, and look at the gap and the difference there. That is really not that great. Does only take one person to go off though, as we've seen there, or one mistake. You just hope that it's as early up the grid as you can, or as far up the grid that someone makes a mistake. Otherwise you end up with a huge, basically, split track. And loads of people sort of halfway down the grid backed up by the mistake, and then everybody else in front just getting away cleanly and running clear of it. This is going to be risky. Hopefully we get past him here. Just enough to be able to get round the outside. Right, another 4 laps to go. Come on. Almost had the Porsche there. Into the bus stop chicane. See one of you commenting about 11th. Is that your prediction? You predict 11th, says John. Yeah, fair play. It's probably not a bad shout. We'll probably get up to like P7 or 8 though. P6, P5, something like that. Then bin it and end up down in P11. Here we go. Good run. Down the back straight. We absolutely have that. He moves over. He's possibly going to look back to the inside in the braking zone here, though. Need to be careful. Almost lost it there. Almost lost it. He's going to go back for it there. He's entitled to do so. Go on, lad. Nicely done. We're side by side here. He's got every right to hang it around the outside. He could have stayed there. I don't know if he's thought he was going to bin it or was worried I wasn't going to give the space, but we absolutely will do. That was great racing. Alright, let's try and keep pushing on now. We've got P11. Look at that, Thunders is at a 2:17. It shows how far off the pace we really are. With a 2:20, 3 seconds off the pace. There's a big split in the grid already though. Well, you can see the drop off in pace. And the field spread. Alright, we've got a run here. Right, P11 still here. Just about starting to catch up to 8, 9 and 10. 10's ran off. Signature move. Guaranteed. As always, guaranteed. Yeah, have a guess when the signature move will happen. There's the question. There is the signature move. Oh, God, twice. No, 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 no. Stop spinning. Why is it still spinning? Don't spin again. Oh my god. Oh my god. You dipstick, Rodney. How did I manage that? Talk about commentator's curse. You absolute pillock. Signature move right there. Oh, that's annoying. Annoying to say the least. That is, honestly, you couldn't make that up, could you? You couldn't make that up. Well, it wasn't going too bad up until then. Oh, having to complete another lap of Spa, though, is pretty painful. Well, we talked about F1 predictions. Who do you think's going to finish on pole, and who do you think's going to win the race? My actual prediction is either Max will put it on pole, but obviously has the grid penalty. And I would actually quite like to see Lewis get another win, but I have a feeling that it will be actually another Norris and Norris, James saying. Well, I have a feeling that we'll see another McLaren 1-2 team swap order sort of thing going on. But I would like to see McLaren get a big haul of points, or Lando Norris get a big haul of points against, excuse me, against Verstappen. I think we could have ourselves an interesting title fight come the end of the season. Last couple of races coming down to Norris and Max. Oh. I had a bit of a moment there. Yeah, work together off the line. I think the I don't even think Oscar was expecting to have that good of a start in the last race, though, was he? That was the sort of weird, because he was starting P3, wasn't he? I think, I'm sure, or no? I've got moths flying all over me now. Ugh! Get off! Ugh! Right, we're blaming the moth for that one. How has a load of moths got into the office? I do have the door open, but I've got like the fly nets on. How's the moth managed to get in the office? Right, everyone's waiting on us now to cross the line. There we go. Give out your wallet. Ha! Tremendous. I wish. Right, there we go then. overall, though, let's be fair, in terms of an actual review of the new update, awesome. I think that's put a lot of life back into the game, and that's a really positive thing. So we'll be looking forward to seeing what new combos, if any. I would love to see a bit more variation in Daily Race C. We're starting to see the same tracks again and again without seeing a lot of tracks that a lot of us would really like, without seeing any of those in between. So hopefully a bit more variation. I would like to see that. And Northerners, yeah. Yeah, I would just like to see a bit more variation. That would probably be, you know, the game doesn't necessarily require an update. It just needs to be better managed as it is. So anyways, yeah, that's my thoughts. Hopefully everyone still enjoyed that stream. ACC, we'll get onto it eventually. 7 months later, still haven't got onto it. But yeah, I will catch you all on Monday for another stream. New week of new daily races, new week, of course. I have a feeling that that will be the new track, and then we'll find out there and then just how good it is, or if at all it can produce good races for the dailies, particularly on Gran Turismo, where overtaking is not everybody's strong point. Neither is a braking zone. So that'll be interesting, that track. But there we go. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it, though. Enjoy what is left of... Well, the weekend's just started, so enjoy your weekend. Good laugh tonight, absolutely. Really appreciate this as well, and I'd probably say it less and less as more streams have gone on, but obviously, honestly, everybody hanging around and, you know, joining us on these streams is really, really good fun, so really appreciate it. I'm looking more and more forward to karting every day now that it's sort of within a month. It's getting closer, so really looking forward to that. There you go. John's picking up on the what's the word I'm looking for? Traditional outro of Toodles. So yes, I will catch you all on Monday. Enjoy the weekend. Predictions in on the F1 is Verstappen on pole, Norris for the win, with a little bit of drama. Hopefully, it's Spa. I cannot wait. It's my highlight of the year is the Belgian Grand Prix. So I'm looking forward to it. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Catch you all in a little bit. Toodles.